Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Take it. Oh, now you don't want it. Now you don't want it. There you go. Now they know who Papa is. Come on, duckies, here. Big piece. Come up to the shore. I'm so sick of these geese, man. The geese are they'll start hissing at you. Look at it, it's gonna start hissing at you. Yeah, do something, you bully. Come and bully these little ducks. Just trying to catch a nice little meal. Catch a little Saturday morning lunch. You start coming over here trying to scare everyone away because you're 3 times as big. Yeah, now they start coming. Come on, little children. Look at these little children, dude. One for me, one for you. Let's see if they got a sweet tooth. You know, guys, I get asked sometimes from guys on this channel about being alone and how it's difficult. They struggle to be alone at their house. They always feel like they need to be connected, whether that's talking on the phone to someone or being on social media or having the TV going in the background, you know, Twitch TV. And so they get uncomfortable when it comes to being silent and no one there. And so, you know, when you're like that though, your brain's not used to that almost. Like it's almost adapted to the point where we're constantly pumping stuff into there. Music, learning stuff, you know, we're listening to different people talk. We got all these different voices. You know, I think that's kind of stressful. I really do. I think that, imagine if you were poor and you're always trying to, you're always thinking, because there's a lot of fear there. So you're thinking about the next move. You're thinking, what can I do next? What's next? You know, you're stressed the fuck out. Same thing when you're constantly pumping stuff into your head. You're trying to figure out answers. And it's not like you're giving yourself a chance to figure out the answer. You got someone else's answer inside of your head. You think that answer's playing out. Now we have a multitude of voices from everywhere. I think it's important to learn. I think that we should probably, you know, set a goal, learn how to smash that goal, and carry on and continue. But when we're just jumping around, podcast, this video, that video, you know, we're kind of subject to all these things. So I think there's something about going off though and unplug it, and the muse shows up, man. The gods show up. You know, your brain can figure this stuff out. And sometimes you got to feed the ducks. Sometimes you got to go on a long walk. Some days, you know, I would have some powerful thoughts, and I would have to jump on here and make a video. And those were the days where I would come back from an hour-long walk, just totally unplugged, totally no earphones, nothing, just letting my brain go. Imagine Ralph Waldo Emerson, Henry David Thoreau. Remember his book Walden, like about him going to the pond, and he was there for I think a year, maybe a couple years, but no TV, nobody there, like isolation. The guy got by somehow, you know, he did it. One of his quotes is, "Many men live lives of quiet desperation." And I think that one way we accelerate the desperation, or we accelerate the decay of our own souls, you know, our happiness, that wholeness feeling, you know, is by attaching ourselves to these devices and always having these different voices in our heads. We haven't gotten to learn the only one, you know, that we're born with. But again, like I said, it's important, you know, because we don't know everything. But I'm saying from a perspective of you got to come up with some of your own boundaries. When he's living there on the lake, on the pond, it's him deciding what is right, what is wrong, what is good. What do I want to do with my time? No one else telling them. So I think that there's some magic there. There's some much needed. That's the yin to the yang. Sometimes you got to be in the rush, in the storm, in the fritz. Other times you got to be by the pond feeding ducks, man. And take a moment and think and be at peace. See you guys soon.